Hello, dear friends. I'm Trishli, and you are watching Thrive with Trish, the place to be to build your confidence and make your dreams happen. Now, before I dive into today's topic, I want to do two things. Number one, I want to thank all of you so much. Everyone, my old subscribers from day one, my new subscribers, the people who have been leaving me such lovely feedback and comments in all my episodes. I just want to say a heartfelt thank you so much, because it is people like you that motivates me to keep doing what I do, and you inspire me. You truly do, by sharing your stories, by sharing your experiences. Thank you so much. And the second thing I want to do is I would like to hear from you. Truly, how are all of you, regardless wherever in the world that you are? Are you okay? Are your family, are they fine? Just let me know in the comments below that how are you coping with the whole pandemic thing, and I just want to know that you're fine and you're safe, okay? So just please take care. Alright, so coming to today's topic, I want to share with you the lessons which I personally have learned through this whole chaotic virus crisis that we are facing, COVID-19. Number one, how little we really need. It's really through these kinds of crisis moments that we realize what we really need. You know, normally in the everyday life, we want this, we want that. We think we need this and we think we need that. But it's really in these kinds of critical moments that we really realize, what I really need is not a lot. I just need food. I need my home, a place to sleep. I need water. I need my loved ones. And everything else doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not to say that I wouldn't like the additional things, like maybe, indulging in new stuff, buying new stuff, or any other luxury stuff that I can buy. But the thing is that you really realize what other things that you really need to survive and be happy. I've always been the kind of person that I save for a rainy day, and right now I feel this is that rainy day. And although I've always been very careful with what are the things that I spend my money on, I feel that I find myself right now, I am even more careful, like, do I really need to buy that, or do I need to buy this, or maybe I can save here and, cook something simple for myself, things like that. What about you? Do you feel yourself really realizing for yourself, actually what you really need is not a lot? Number two, what really matters? I'm a planner, and I like to plan and think, maybe sometimes yes, worry about the future. But if I really think about it, what really matters is truly living and enjoying the now. Because God knows, touch wood, what if I get infected and I die tomorrow? Or what if one of my loved ones were to get infected and maybe they die tomorrow? I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but we don't know truly what the future holds. And what really matters is living, being thankful for being able to wake up, be alive, to breathe, and to enjoy, whether it's the good and the bad of this life. Number three, take nothing for granted. It's simple things like being able to go out for a walk anytime without fear, being able to freely converse with another person without thinking too much. Oh my God, does that person have coronavirus? He just coughed. It's this kind of panic thoughts that really makes me a bit on edge right now when I go out nowadays. That's why I just think back and I think, my goodness, how much life has changed. And just don't take anything for granted. Number four, a person's values through adversity. Sadly, it is normally through these kinds of really challenging moments that a person's ugly side, maybe you would call that, or maybe it's their will to survive, so their beastly side comes out. I'm not sure what you would call that, or maybe you would call that selfish, but our moral values are really tested in these moments. So say, for example, I've heard some of my clients, they share like in their companies, because of the whole pandemic, of course, it's affecting the economy, affecting their business, and they have to do pay cuts, or maybe they have to tell their staff, oh, sorry, you're still employed, but we have to shift your hours, lesser pay, so on and so forth. It's not only to think about, saving costs, but it's also about maintaining the business, to keep it alive. And interestingly enough, not many people, many of these employees actually understand or want to understand or be empathetic to their employers. Instead, they would actually shoot them back and say, hey, why is this happening? Why is this? Why is my pay like that? Blah, blah, blah. And I feel sad. It really, I don't know, it's a lack of empathy, maybe you would call, or just selfish. If you really think about it, if their companies or their boss didn't take the necessary measures immediately to save their business, this employee would lose their job like that. I mean, rather than be thankful, these people are shooting their bosses. I mean, I don't get it. Another example would be, if you've seen the news, there are people fighting, like really physically fighting over toilet paper. Now, I'm not saying that what is right or what's wrong, because I'm not God and I'm not going to judge, but the people who are taking a lot for home, I understand if your households are, maybe you have a lot of family members and you want to take care of them. I understand that. But if you take all and you leave nothing behind, and if there is someone, I don't know, maybe there's an elderly person there looking at the shelves and they just want to take one bag, and if you have a lot, and I don't know, please give that person one. Will it really hurt you? No. In these moments, it's the time that we need to stand together and to help each other. It's not to just be selfish and think for yourself. We are a community. We are supposed to help each other, not shun each other, especially when times are tough. So please share and give whenever possible. Good karma will always come back to you. Number 5, change is the only constant. And truly, look at what we are experiencing now. Who would have thought this whole crazy world that we're living in now, who would have thought this would happen months ago? I mean, it was just like that, and everything has changed. Let's just take one example. If we talk about how does a person earn money, and if a person only has one full-time job, and let's say you work at a restaurant and the restaurant now has closed or maybe declared bankrupt, you lost your job, and therefore you have lost all means of any income. Moral of the story is always, when possible, have more channels or ways and means of how you can earn income, side income, whether or not it's through investments or whether or not it's through having a small online business, or maybe you want to teach online. I don't know. Or even recently, I came across this company that they're offering people to join them as a farmer. You can help them to pick strawberries because they're in need of such stuff at this moment. Now, whatever it is, basically don't put all your eggs in one basket. And in these moments, I really realize why it is so critical to do so. Diversify the ways that we can earn money for ourselves. But you know what, dear friends? I ask myself one question. And maybe you have the answer for me, I'm not sure. I ask myself, what if one day we have no internet? I think if one day all of us have no more internet, firstly, I would freak out. Like, what? Then I'm going to tell myself to pull it together before I really snap. After that, probably I'm going to have a chocolate. Then I will sit down and I will have to really rethink my whole life plans. But, okay, touch wood. All is fine now, so praise the Lord. Thank you so much. Let's not stress too much. So let me know, what do you think if one day we live in a world with no internet? The horror, my God, just thinking about it. All right, so let's end today with a quote of the day. Through the good and the bad, there is always a lesson to be learned. Now, my dear friends, I would like to hear from you. What have you learned through this whole pandemic? Please do let me know in the comments below or over at my website, trishandco.com. And while you're on my website, don't forget to sign up for my Trish exclusive newsletter to receive not only a free ebook on how to build unshakable confidence, but also to receive empowering tips and freebies from myself that I don't share anywhere else. Did you like this episode? If yes, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and Share this video with your loved ones. Ladies and gentlemen, live strong and have the courage to create a life you love because your happiness matters. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time on Thrive with Trish.